What's up, Dream Team? So, I am Shan. If you're new to my channel, this is Dream with Shan. I am a medical student. I'm a mom. I'm a nonprofit organizer. And my channel is all about my life and how I try to balance medical school. I'm a third year student currently, a preteen, and a toddler. Lord help me, please. And everything else under the sun. So, if that sounds like something that interests you, then please stay tuned for the video. I'm back. I'm back. I'm currently on my pediatrics rotation. Finished up my ambulatory last Friday. I did a few weeks of that, and immediately the following Monday, I started on my inpatient at our local children's hospital. So I am currently on day 3, but let me just give you a recap of what's been going on so far in the inpatient. So Monday, guess what time I had to be in? Lovely, 7 o'clock. And guess what time I got on? After 8:30 p.m. So basically my shift was from 7 a.m. to, I would say, 8:30 p.m. because that's what time I probably finished logging my last note, and I left maybe like 10-15 minutes later after getting some feedback. But so our ambulatory schedule is long. We're trying to catch up on missed clinical opportunities because of COVID. So they're pretty much having us do, or at least for my piece rotation, they're having us do these very extended hours for 7 days straight. I get a break because I have my shelf coming up. So they give me the opportunity to study for my shelf, and then I come back on the weekend. Yeah. But so what do I have to say about my experience so far? It's actually been a really good experience because each day I'm improving, and to me that's an awesome thing. So the first day was actually pretty good for me. It was super long, but what we did was when we got in at 7, we checked the patient list. Our attending had not arrived yet, but we checked the patient list. We checked to see if any patients were admitted overnight, and we were assigned to our team. Then it's 3 of us, so we split up the patients equally amongst ourselves. We were supposed to round on the patients before our attending gets there. Then once the attending gets there, we all go see the patients together and round. So pretty much what you do when you round on your patients alone is, I guess it depends on how long the patient's been there. So if they're a newly admitted patient, you may gain more information than you would if it's a progress note or a patient who was already there and you're just trying to determine what overnight events were. So for me, both of my patients were patients that were already admitted. So I pretty much met with them, found out if there are any changes overnight, medication wise, pain wise, etc., or change in the status of any kind on the patient. Then you're going to do a physical exam on the patient. You're also going to do a chart review, so you're going to get their vital signs from the chart. You're going to get any medications that they're on, any imaging that was done, any labs that were done. You're going to do all that in your write-up. And then when you round with your physician, you do an oral presentation of a synopsis of all that, and certain depending on the attending or the intern or mid-level, whoever you're with, they may ask for certain information. So use those first few days to kind of get to know what your attending wants, and that way you can tailor your presentation to make sure that you include, pertinent positives and certain things, and do everything in a way that the attending would like. So for me, Monday went pretty good because the patients that I got, I felt really comfortable with their chief complaints. I had an infant that was 10 days old, and I also had an older child, and I felt comfortable with presenting these patients because I had seen some of that stuff before during my ambulatory site. So I was like, okay, I know the management of this. I know what to look for. I know the information to give the parent upon discharge on things she should look for in order to come back. So Monday was great. Even though it was super long, it was great. And for Monday, I had to get up super early because I had to get myself breakfast. I had to get the kids stuff together because they had to go to someone else's house to be watched. So I had to get their bags ready, get their food ready, all that kind of stuff. What else? Yes, that was Monday. Tuesday was a little different because I felt a little unprepared. I was kind of off my mojo. So that kind of showed in how I presented. It showed in the nervousness. And then it's hard to present in a mask. Like, it is, first of all, somebody who feels like I breathe a lot. I feel like I'm always hyperventilating. It's hard. It was hard to present in the mask. So that's something that I definitely was like, this is not good. So yeah, Tuesday I was off my rocks and it showed. But today I was back on it. So you know what I noticed is, you know how some people have like a special pen, a special hat, a lucky sock, all that kind of stuff. I have special things that I like to bring with me in order to make sure that I'm prepared for my rounds and my rotations. And for me, my default is all over the place. And when I say all over the place, let's say I'm giving a presentation and I don't have the things that I feel like I need, I may start from here and then go there and be here and then go back there. When I have everything I need, such as my templates and certain material, reference material, I am A, B, C, D, E, boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. But if I don't have that stuff, I am E, D, C, A, B, no, sir. So that's how I was on Tuesday. I was no, sir. But today I was thank you, ma'am, boom, bam. Got great feedback from my attending. So yeah, I appreciate that, and I know I need to make sure I always have the stuff that I need because it helps me thrive. And yeah, so and before I leave, I try to get my notes in so they can be reviewed. The days are long, but luckily today we got out early. That's why I'm doing this video, because I had a few minutes from getting out early to talk to you. So yes, that's how my inpatient is going so far. After this, like I said, I have my shelf exam, which is my NBME for my rotation, my pediatrics rotation. I'm not exactly where I want to be study-wise, but I'm about to get there, and I'm going to get there before the exam. It's going to be rough because I'm going to have some kids running around, but I'm going to make it work because I'm going to make it do what it do. Yeah, so that is what I have to share with you guys. I will see you all next rotation. For me, my next rotation is going to be internal medicine. I have previously done OB. I don't know yet. My school is still trying to decide if they will require students to come back and do additional time for their previous rotation, since it was like the first rotation during COVID and a lot of things got thrown off. So we may have to come back and do additional clinical requirements to make sure that we are up to par on those rotations. So I'll let you guys know if I have to go back to do any labor and delivery or anything like that.